All right, I think everybody's it. What the? Why didn't it change his? Whoa. That's odd. Okay. Change now. Strange. Anyway, let's get straight to it, shall we, chat room?
We can't move. Like we kind of have to leave it here.
Greetings and salutations.
Sorry.
Arcadum, I can't take you seriously at all with that profile picture.
It's so good.
I can. It's incredibly serious.
I think it's very approachable.
I'm very focused right now.
You know what? Let me just minimize Discord. Okay, we're good now.
A lot of
If I
judgment.
minimize it, I don't see it.
An
Something.
incredible amount of judgment. Are you kidding me? That's what you picked for your profile picture?
Look,
You
it
can't
was
pick
a.
that and in the
Pretty
same
good.
breath be like, "Why do you roast me all the time?"
I think that's fair.
Did you notice my banner is the lady trying her best at arm wrestling?
I didn't actually. Let me go.
For a while.
It's been like that for 8 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's always been that. It's
Oh,
just
that.
the one.
Yeah.
I think that one's great.
I actually clicked because I thought it would be different, and then it turned out to be the same.
Bamboozled again.
Okay, geez,
Yep.
fine. I'll switch it up then.
Well,
No, you don't have to if it's your favorite. Keep it.
do it.
You bamboozled Essie, now you must change it.
Oh, geez.
Those are the rules.
Pick something of some kind. Anyway,
What up?
hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Yeah.
How you feeling?
Hello.
How your life is? How your life
No.
is?
Good.
Okay, who wants to hit me with the recap? How about that?
That's a great question.
Jesus Christ.
I guess I could if no one else wants to go.
Yeah,
Don't
as he
everybody
knows.
jump up at once.
I think it's Brooks' fault. He didn't ask us this week.
Hey, we went through
That's
this
true.
last week, all right? Everybody, all right? I already got inspiration. I don't want to
It
hear
is
it.
my favorite moment of the week, Books, when you ask us, and now you just don't anymore.
I
You're
forgot.
really unprepared when you don't ask us.
Yeah, we needed the question.
You guys suck with me.
man.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, take it away, Essie. Show us how it's done.
I'm waiting for the muzak.
Oh, not
there
that,
you
not
go.
that, not that one, not that one. That's the wrong one.
That's some planet we've never
Here's
been
that
on.
lady.
That's the wrong one. This is your guys'. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, last time on Edge of Twilight, we decided to start doing some of our delving in the deep sea, and it's kind of different down there. It's actually really kind of similar to the Astral Sea, only not. But that's kind of on a sideline. We found a lot of stuff, which I'm sure Havaris is going to be able to put to good use. Lots of scrap, and then we found these big kind of terraforming rods, is what Seer called them. And there was a whole bunch of stuff inside of those. There was a giant crab named Paul, who was eating the kind of Maltosians that were left over in some of those pods. And we made a deal with him to give him Dold's old cave so that he would have a new home and we could rescue all those that were still alive. We found an entrance to the Feywilds, the sunshiny ones, in one of those rods. We found an unborn embryo in an egg. Of what? We don't know. We couldn't figure it out, but it's big. So, probably one of the larger creatures, dragon, leviathan, Alice, I don't know, something big. Then we found one of those entrances to the Shadow Fae, which was kind of interesting until Havaris got sucked into it, trying to get a chunk of Voidka. Of course, Sierra and I had to chase him down, and we took the dredging vessel right through that portal too. Kind of crashed into a tower. Met an awfully nice guy who called himself janitor. Wanted to be a wizard, though. He helped us a little bit, much as he could, which really wasn't much. We had to have Sierra's dragons take us back and kind of lift the submarine thing up into the portal again. But now we're back, which is nice for us. Everybody else? Not entirely sure what they've been doing, but I kind of get the feeling Ayaz is doing something that he's not supposed to. I've just got this tingling in my hand, And everybody else, I think, is just having a good time conversing and checking out a drug cave and doing fun stuff like that. Maybe getting a little too close to danger, if you know what I mean. Either way, that's about where we sit. Ready to do more exploring and talking to people on Edge of Twilight today.
Very, very nice. Inspiration for you. Very good. Very good. Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. Okay. Let's get danger close.
Dangerously close.
Dangerously cheesy.
Okay.
Alright, so let's go ahead and regroup you guys up. Does the expeditionary team return from their dredging adventures?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'll put you guys here. Three. So, doppelganger. Okay. There we go. Alright, so the party meets back up from their various adventures. Right inside the Garden District. In the distance is the dangerous tunnel. as the dredging vessel has now been secured to the local waterways. As per the deal made by Syrah, the Scrap Lord has set about collecting and utilizing the mining equipment left behind by Dold that was not expressly taken, guys. The dredger. You could see that his men are going and taking care of everything. You can see that there are several pieces of equipment being dredged up, and it almost seems as if the docks are coming to life before your very eyes. Slowly, but surely. Trade will be returning to Ulswitz. Okay, so what would you guys like to do next?
My request is we do the cutscenes for the two people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Pull out that sword. Show us the cool sword.
Alright, well,
Oh, it's your move.
horses. Start with horse, and then I have to do this thing. Alright, Havaris, we're gonna go ahead and start with you.
Sweet.
Havaris, the blade has only been with you a short time, but unbeknownst to your party members, a strange miasma has come about you while wielding it. A cloud of information shifting through digital space swirls around you like visions of past, present, and future. You can feel, as you hold the sword, the others that have held it, and perhaps the others that have yet hold it. Your grip tightens on the handle. You can feel its strength. The presence of the blade is sentient in a way. It does not speak to you, but there is emanation from it, desire and will. Whilst gripping it, Havaris will feel his connection to the digital space, an artificial plane of existence created by the Maltosians, perfected by the Taladani, and lost their civil war. As a Maltosian yourself, and with your connections, various decks, the Morris blade slowly begins to whisper incantations, invocations, into your mind, like the reading of passwords, the speaking of rhyme. It is unclear as to which piece is which. The information is jumbled, unfocused. As Avaris begins to focus upon the blade, trying to make sense of this erratic information, these errant messages, make me a convalescence kit check.
All right.
Upon its study, you slowly begin to shift through the strain through the information. Slowly, lines begin to form, lines of sentences formed from symbols. Commands formed from inputs. A code in which the sword might perform. Until eventually, it becomes clear. Alright, the Morris blade has granted Havaris the ability to enter the digital plane. From physical body and back again. What this means, essentially, is that you may now enter the mind of an angel to explore its corrupted pieces in a direct sense. This can aid not only with understanding the creature, but aid in its recovery and the healing of its madness. It should be noted that entering the digital space, the absolute territory of an angel with the Morris blade, whilst it is not defeated, is a dangerous affair. So.
Oh shit! So I could go and like into like Menzo's mind, who's like already in our control, and that's a safer thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Noting this down. Fucking sick. All right, he'll hold the Morris blade with the information swirling, embellishing in the burden that those have passed and those will pass before. The boons of the current angels he currently has swirling amongst the blade. And determined. He will sheath it for now and join his party members. Looking sick. Hello.
Nice.
I have
Nice.
a quick aside. I have most of the angel stuff ready. I would prefer to know ahead of time which ones you intend to explore. But I do have most of the basic ones ready to go.
Okay. And also there's is it the Morris blade that gives me my own absolute territory based on the angel, which Valdan is the one I choose?
Yeah.
Cool. I think Menzo's a big one. I think that there's help needed to purify that one. we just start with like Menzo, Veldan. I think is. I don't remember the status that we left him in. Probably just those two for now. We'll deal with the rest later.
Sounds good.
I will join back the party, seeing everybody conversing, gathering with one another. Havaris will walk back up. Hello, friends. It is good to reconvene as one. Yes. We have made quite a bit of progress. Deep below. There is some things that we wish to catch you up on. Things for you to see. Would you please come with us, friends?
Okay.
Well, Luca just kind of went off over there. Anyone know what's up with him? Well, I mean, Doctor, not Luca. Gosh, it's hard to remember.
We may have interacted with a certain someone while you were away. I think maybe. You know what? Give me a moment. I will take care of it.
Very
Sarah will
well.
squint.
All
and
right.
shake her head like a bird. And look at the two of them.
Mulu would just kind of walk up, kind of chill, hands in pockets. He will see a rock here at the edge of the cliff and just kind of edge it off the edge with his foot.
You'll see not Luca just staring at the water below, just watching it slowly stream by in regard. Mulu's presence as he walks up.
The rock eventually reaches the water. Bloop.
Lucius.
He watches it just slowly, like the ripples go spread out.
He will find another bigger rock and kind of gently push it off the edge.
Is this what you do for your pastimes?
I am not judging what you're doing with your pastime, standing here at the cliff, looking down.
Fair enough. Oh, but I am curious or concerned about something while you're here. Well, we're both here. Using our free time to look at nothing and do nothing, but...
Sometimes you must. Speak your mind, friend.
So, back over there when we had our little brush with danger, and he smiles at that when he says it. It seems you two will convene once again to talk about another angel.
Probably. He's a Seraph of July. He's keeping it hush-hush, but it would be good to gather more information from a direct source, don't you think?
Perhaps. And he just stares more into the water. Perhaps it could be useful. But... And he kind of let himself linger there as he starts thinking, his little tendrils on his head moving as he thinks.
I'm going to make a guess, and you tell me if I am way off the mark, but I feel that you are uncomfortable with the prospect of dealing with a criminal who takes advantage of others.
No, you are off the mark there.
Fair. What is the problem?
I guess I could
then?
be more straightforward. I am more concerned or apprehensive to the idea of whatever this seraph may... What's the best words I could say here? Partner? Utilize? Or gain from knowing this? From talking about this? I guess what I'm trying to say is... I'm concerned that if this encounter with danger brings on another quest or adventure in the midst of all the other things that we are doing, it would derail our main objective.
Ah, that is your concern then. The potential, uh, the potential of having more people ask for our help.
He nods at that.
Not Luca, do you? What do you see in life as your purpose? What is your thing? What are you meant for?
Notluca turns to Mulu, and he stares at him for a moment. My purpose? Well, the simple answer would be just to care for those that I love. But outside of that, and he looks back at the water as it lazily streams, I'm going with the flow of this life, you could say. Observing it, tackling it.
You're going
There
with the
isn't-
flow.
Yes,
I have a question. I have a question. Not to interrupt or derail. This is a thing. You say this, but when we run into someone who may need help, you are opposed to the chance of going with the flow. What if we were looking down there in the water, and he will point. What if there was a young man on a boat, and then a big fish began to crunch on the edge of the boat, and it was sinking, and help! Would you save him? Would you go with the flow when you see the problem? Or would you ignore him because you don't know him?
In this hypothetical, I would ignore him.
Brown.
I know that sounds harsh for me to say, but I will not go out of my way to see or save someone just at a first glance.
And yet you and your friends are here on Band, far from wherever you came from, to fix a problem.
Yes, the problem that is falling. That
A
we
problem
released.
a problem that technically a lot of you caused in some way, if I am to understand, based on previous explanations. Look, I think you need to figure out why you do what you do, not who you do it for. What do you want, not Luca? How do you want to be seen?
Not Luca turns back at Mulu again, not staring at the river. I already told you. To care about the ones that I love.
No. You are still focusing on outside. What people you want to take care of, what people you're interested in. Who are you? Are you a product of those you know and love? Or do you determine what you will do? Are you reacting, or are you proactive in this? Do you decide, or do you let the world, the people around you, the faces, the lookers, do you let them decide for you what you will do? Or do you decide for you what you will do?
He looks at him still, his smile growing a little bit wider as he listens.
I can walk up to this cliffside and see several rocks on the edge. And I can choose to leave them be, but I like to splash. I like to see them go off the edge. I like to hear them fall and sometimes bounce along the edges before they go. I will do this every time because it is something that I like to do. I don't care what you think of how I push off the rocks. Look back at the party. I don't think if they think that I am silly because I like to push things off of edges. That is a thing that I do. It is part of me. And I will continue to do it. When I see a person who needs help, I will help them. I do not care who they are. They should have the chance.
He's
That
still
is
listening
why.
to you.
That is why I am working with your group. You have a big problem. It is none of my business.
He nods at that. I understand where you come from. And I guess I could elaborate more about where I come from.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I do what I do for the ones that I love. As I repeated twice. And that mostly extends to Meili, Zeno, Syrah, and now you three. Mulu, Havaris, and Estermania. I'm only concerned with my immediate. Everything outside of that is least of my concerns. Until, perhaps, there's more use to being concerned to the things in the outside of you, them, our mission. I guess this might be more harsh for me to say, but in this realm of band, the denizens, the angels, everything else, they were more of a speck of the mind, not much of a thought, until our main objective led us here. I do not care much for all that's happening here in band. I care about folly. And that's where my focus lies in. Folly and helping the ones that I love to achieve their goal.
Harsh
In
is
the midst
good.
of all that.
Harsh is direct. Harsh is honest. And I admire this thing about you. It is a good thing. Do not change this. This is a core. This is what I was getting at. You see folly as the root of the problem, and when he is dealt with, everything will go back to normal.
Yes. You could say
hate-
that, potentially.
I hate to tell you this, but I do not think that this is the case. Band has been this way for a long time before Folly arrived. I do not think that dealing with Folly will solve all of the problems of Band, and I am somewhat invested in this place. It has
Which I
become a
understand.
home.
Yes, which I understand. You and Havaris have much attachment here. And I understand that you want to help your people, your angels, everyone here. I, as a foreigner, have no attachment to this place. I am not at least bit concerned about Parthenel, or Oasis, or all the other towns. No. But I will not neglect the usefulness of the people that may have informations or tools to our disposal, or arcanes or digital magic, if that all helps with getting to the main objective. Or
Well, as I understand it, we are currently not strong enough to deal with your problem, yes?
yes,
And so,
which I acknowledge.
Every angel we have at our disposal, every power-up we can find, every bit of weaponry and improvements and decks that make us stronger will all be worthwhile. If there is another angel where we can have an easy in, like with Vezin, someone who is involved, I think it is worth the investment of time. Do not do it for the sake of helping the people, if that is not what you are after. Do it for the sake of an easy win, an easy way in, out, power up, so that we can progress. I think it will be worthwhile.
Which I wholeheartedly agree with. And that's where my concern with danger. Close danger. What's his name again?
Danger close. Yes, yes.
Hey,
I know the
danger
man.
is close.
Danger
Yes.
close. Sorry.
You're right. So, if whatever information you can get from talking with this dangerous person can prove to be useful to what we're doing, then I will not have an issue going further with that plan. But if it turns out to be something elective that we do not need now, then I will be most opposed to it. As you have seen before with going after Dold, and you saw how that ended up.
Indeed. But we won in the end, and I think that is the most important part. Who cares what happens in the middle?
Barely, but... And he just sighs and he looks back at the water.
If you catch the prey, the run was worth it, even if it gave you trouble.
And if the trouble, whether it was on the docket of what we needed to do, could result in all of your lives being perished, then you kind of have to weigh the risk factors.
Sometimes the prey kicks you in the jaw and you die. This is life. I would like a chance to speak to the man. See what the situation is. If it does not seem amenable or useful to the final task, I will honor, in this case, your desire to simply move on. But if it becomes clear that there is even the slightest chance that this will be a true improvement to the situation, I will be very expressive in my intent to help.
Not Luca, not.
Hmm.
And do not be shocked if there will be times if I oppose or withdraw.
Nope, this is good. It means you have a mind. You think you are a predator. Do not lose your edge, not Luca. When you're ready, please join the group. We have things to do, yes?
Of course. Just a few more moments.
Mm-hmm. He will nod. Walk away. Swishy tail, swishy tail.
Does he have like a swing to his sup?
Oh yeah.
Does his hips do like a figure 8?
Full sachet, absolutely.
Okay. As Mulu walks away. And
Oh yeah. I'm still over here.
No, you're fine. As Mulu walks away, Luca, your gaze returns to the river, contemplating its flow. The curious nature of how a river continuously flows but is never the same. Swirling thoughts. And then you feel yourself fall away. Boy. I go.
Oh no! another to the counter.
Don't you dare kill our clown. We just got him back.
Mhm.
At this point, he's just used to it. He's just like, yeah, like, yeah. Let me just perish for a little
Oh,
bit.
time to
I'll come
die?
back, maybe.
Time to add on another death to the table. It was me,
Maybe this is-
Barry.
Maybe this is what the plague doctor felt, or the plague warden. Excuse me.
This is the one that killed them. Do it.
Kill them.
Take them. Ow. Oh boy. There it is. Dodge.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, here we go.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. That map name. Silly Billy of the Boys. That's hilarious. Oh. Should I zoom in? Don't zoom out.
There you go. All right. As you feel yourself fall away, your eyes open and you are no longer standing on the edge looking in the water, but somewhere else entirely. What you see before you is an ethereal scape, one that is consisting of some sort of city. A city with black buildings and in the distance an enormous cathedral. However, there is music in the air, slightly discordant, almost like you're hearing it through something. You do not see shadows, or excuse me, you do not see people, but rather the shadows of people. You see, or rather feel, their presence and experiences. Ahead, dancing lights, like sirens to a sailor, beckon you forth with an irresistible call.
All right, not Luca will smile wide, feeling the excitement bubble in him as he walks towards the dazzling lights. Tell me how far I should go.
Keep on going.
As he walks past these buildings, are they faded? Or are they,
So, as you
Thanks.
walk past them and kind of try to look inside of them, you see that the insides of them shift and change drastically and infrequently. You could see that they change to a person's home, to a stall, all sorts of things.
Ever changing, ever shifting. Okay, I'll just kind of speed this up a little.
Take your time. Supposed to be like spooky, little freaky deaky. Cool.
Are these shadow people of all shapes and sizes?
Different races and stuff, yeah.
Not Luca.
When you get to this point, you will see that there is a large city wall, And instead of gates, there are elaborate curtains covered with signs of the Harlequins.
Mm. And is it perception check to see all the faces? Or the masks of the Harlequins?
No, you just
Just
see it.
to... Oh, okay.
They're just right there in front of you.
What a dazzling place. I think I'm stuck on a barrier.
Well, yes, because as you try to approach, the curtains harden like a wall.
Oh. Knock knock, is anyone here? He starts rapping at the curtains.
You will see that the Harlequin masks of sadness and joy start to dance before each other. They will each look at each other and then raise an eyebrow at you.
He raised an eye at them. Could you possibly let me pass? And he just cocks his head to the side.
They will look at each other, and they'll look back to you. They'll look you up and down.
He looks them up and down.
You get the feeling that you need to prove your worth.
Let's see here. Let me take a look-see, and he activates his mask to look at this area. Oh, did you hear me?
I heard you. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
2 seconds.
All good.
As you activate your Harlequin's mask, and you take a closer look at the strange patterns dancing and shifting before you, you can see that there is quite a difference there. What you see before you, in the shifting light, appear to be other faces. But the faces are attached to elongated bodies. Creatures that look alien. Upon the activation of your Harlequin mask, you will see that the two figures before you begin to look at each other. You could see their mouths move as if they are speaking to one another. You cannot hear their words, but as you see their exchanges, it seems that they are discussing you. There's many times when they'll look at you, look at each other, gesture with spectral hands at one another, and all the while the dance sound of the music continues to swathe and entice. Behind you, think you hear the unmistakable sound of a child's laughter, different pieces of joy. You hear sadness from a heart freshly broken. You hear wrath, a man who's lost it all. The emotions and experiences, those around you, dancing cycle. As this reflection comes to its end, as you look up, Luca, you will see that it seems that the faces have made a decision. One of them will reach forward and will grab at the edge of its own curtain. The other one will reach forward, grab at the edge of its side curtain. And then slowly but surely, you will see the curtains begin open. As the gates are opened for you, you will see that the curtains that were once hardened like walls begin to shift away, blown in the wind, like they are cloth once more. The way before you slowly begins to unveil, and as the curtains are pulled back, the dazzling lights dazzle your eyes. You can feel your body lifted, almost like your spirit soars with the experiences of not just yourself, but others as well. The dance. So, you are granted access.
Not look out. We'll look at the curtains and give a polite nod and walk through. He looks about this area.
As you look about, you will see some people you recognize. Dancing and kind of jumping around. You will see all sorts of individuals. Some of which you recognize.
Oh, over there.
Over there.
Oh, okay. I zoomed in. Oh, goodness. It's you all again.
As
Is
they
that
turn,
Gibber?
as they turn to look at you, you will see that they will speak with voices that are far less distorted than you remember before. Oh, look at that, says the huge hat. If it isn't the little one, you've taken on quite a shadowy experience.
Oh, yes, I've been through much changes. Gibber! Coming for a hug! And he goes in
What?
to hug Gibber. He'll give him a strong squeeze.
He runs away shyly. You must be
Oh, too bad.
careful. The Gibber is unable to speak very well in our true realm. He leaves much of his existence in the other realm.
Oh, that is fair. Duly noted. How are you, Greeto? It's been a while.
What an odd question of how to be someone. More specifically, seeing you here is quite the excitement. It's been a while since we've had someone added to the tent. Not that one.
Oh.
No, not that one either. That's not even a laugh. He's working on his laughs.
Take your time and take some practice.
In the background,
But,
Big Flop is doing the worm.
As charming as ever. But, and he looks around. How did I get how did I fall to this place?
Well, what's most likely that happened is that you saw enough.
Enough?
Yep, enough. It's how we
And-
become what we are. You see enough of the world and realize its humor.
Oh. Is that part of the, visions of passage of time that I've been seeing?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Oh.
Once you begin to see what time really is, then slowly the transformation begins.
Not Luca, cocks his head to the side a bit and looks at his hand. Oh, that is quite interesting. So, what is this place, then?
Difficult to really describe to someone who hasn't been here before, but it is a realm that exists in a space between. It attaches itself, you see, ever expanding and ever growing. Like a wart. Yes, like a wart. Or a plague.
A nasty blister.
Pus-filled boil.
Yellow and greenish in color.
Extra squishy.
Oh, I should probably stop. I might hurl.
And you hurl?
Actually, I don't know if I can.
Something to think about. Your greeter will look.
All right.
It's almost time. I had wondered why the first horn had been sounded, but now it becomes clear. It looks like you get to be chosen.
Chosen?
Indeed.
First horn?
Come sit next to me.
All right.
Oh, we're looking this way. The seat is here.
Oh, okay.
Big Flop
Excuse me,
will
sorry.
worm his way up. I want to sit next to you. That voice doesn't work. I want to sit next to you. That voice is worse.
Oh, whatever one makes the most comfortable. It shouldn't be a problem. Right?
Okay.
Yes?
Oh, it's starting.
Not Luca just sits down and politely hovers in place. Is there any popcorn or something I could snack on?
I have some popcorn. He'll give you some
Wonderful.
popcorn.
Oh. How many days has that been there?
Yes.
Not Luca nods and just eats it.
It is delicious and not stale at all.
Much to his surprise.
Alright, as Luca gets settled in, the greeter will lean over and whisper, "It's been a long time since I've seen the master of our order. He only comes out during naming days."
Master?
Well, of course.
Of an order? Oh. So, there is someone above you all.
Oh, yes.
Oh. So, I feel like I have more questions, but maybe it's best if I watch first.
Oh, the show is very nice. There's always a show when he introduces himself.
Oh,
Right.
then I will
And
get
thus-
comfortable.
You will see that the tents begin to open as the audience is enthralled. First, salient mist. Then a rise of music. Then, from the rising applause, you will hear a booming voice speak in a language you do not understand. As pouring forth from the tent come acrobats, dancing and jumping through the air, large hoops and trapezes suspending them above the air, flipping, shifting, grabbing to one another, an array of demonstrations of skill, of athleticism, and acrobatics. You will see fire eaters swallowing flame and spewing it forth. You will see masters of smoke, mirrors disappearing and reappearing. Not a single bit of magic used, only the purest skill of the entertainer's art. Then, crescendo, as slowly curtains rise. The tent itself seems to grow larger, and from the shadowy depths, each of the harlequins present will bend a knee, respect, fealty to the creature that emerges from the shadows before you. A creature of inhuman proportion. Long, eladric flames burn down its back. Its face, an alien, avian-like mouth, complete with the full, glistening white grin, the teeth of a person. Its arms long, its claws even longer, ending in a tail that whips and cracks with an increasing speed. And with that, the greeter will lean over. There he is! That's our leader! The great Silly Billy!
Silly Billy? Oh.
And you will see this fucking thing.
Oh! Oh, well, he's quite magnificent. I will not lie. And Not Luca will look around, realizing that everybody else is kneeling, and he'll mimic them.
As the creature raises up its hands, it will state, Greeting and salutation, my illustrious Harlequin. Welcome all to our dance and fair. For today, we have much to celebrate. A naming is upon us. A new enters our fold. With that, the creature will lift its hands, and all around, all of the Harlequins will cheer. Glorious name day. Glorious release. Truest form granted to our ethereal dance. Yes. The creature will then turn its gaze upon you, Luca. Make me an insight check, please.
Of course.
The creature's intentions are nebulous. You feel that there is a sinister undertone. A doubt creeps into your mind. What is this beast? And who are the Harlequins really? The creature begins to sort of levitate up off of the floor, and it will say, From all those that have gathered, and all of those that could not, we offer tribute and thanks. We offer laughs and cries. We offer love and hate and feast upon dance. The Harlequins will all begin to cheer. And so, it is time for a naming. Everyone cheers at once more, uproariously so. You will hear that the sound echoes out further from the tent as the unsettling feeling continues to grow.
Now Luca will politely clap, unsure of how to take the cheers and up cheers.
The creature will slowly begin to float towards you.
Oh, he's approaching me. What's happening? Should I say something polite? He whispers to Big Hat.
Big Hat pogs in your direction.
He regards Silly Billy. Does naming?
It is time. We've gazed at our secrets. We have learned. It is time that you enter the order. It is time that you are given a name.
Oh. Oh my, it seems to be happening rather quickly. All right. The order.
Was that a question? Sorry.
Oh no, it was a statement. Like, just like the order. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, the order. Yeah, totally. That, yeah.
yeah, that. Is, this part of a ritual, or is there something I'm supposed to be doing? Oh. And he looks at the other clowns surrounding him.
They're all pogging at you. The creature will continue. You needn't worry yourself over the minutiae or detail. Time has come. You have walked the path. Now we cross the threshold. Come with me and receive your name.
His mind blank. Not Luca. Slowly starts to follow. I think right here is good enough. Is the sinister feeling still in the back of my head?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Is this process going to be painful? Naming.
Creature does not answer, and instead simply says, "Soon you shall become more than you ever were, and less than before. Shall be given purpose within our order. Great dancing is upon you. Freedom and service."
Service?
Of course. Harlequins have their duties after. There is great rejoicing. That the creature will lift up its hands, and slowly the insides of the tent begin to shift You can feel yourself falling through the astral sea as the creature's hands shift and move. You will see different places flash from the flaps that you can see outside of the tent. Different realms, different worlds. So finally, you find yourself in the stars, in the depths, the astral sea. Here, speak of things truth not. Here we will see if you understand what it is to see. I will judge the worth of a traveler's soul.
Oh. His smile turns a little bit thinned. And the service that you spoke of before, could you elaborate of what that entails?
We shall see what thy name is. That will enlist thy duties. But do you not remember your first meeting? You have seen their place. Its various places. Not remember.
Are you talking about the first time we met them? The clowns?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. Ah, yes.
Did you think as to why?
I always was a bit curious to the extent, but it eluded me a bit. And I feel that there are some benchmarks, a naming that would elaborate more about this, seeing passages and experiences of time.
What it is, do you think, that you have been given this site for?
I believe it is to see probable events, to gain insight, to draw possible ventures. That is how I've come to understand it.
Then you misunderstand entirely. Your gift of sight is so that you can see the moments that are most tragic and most joyful, and to feast upon them, to take the energies of those experiences and add them to the great and joyful circus. The Harlequins serve the whole, and with it, the celebration grows.
Not Luca tries not to let his expression shift too much. We consume these experiences, the tragedies
Yes,
and
we
the
consume
joys.
them. The joys, the tragedies, the wrath, the battles, all of it. Consumed and refabricated to be sold to those in need. A tidy profit and a full belly. What more could one ask for?
Oh. To consume these, the output would be, and he looks at his hands, the chaos I bring out. Is that a fair estimation?
We shall see when thy name is received, traveler soul, what your purpose will be. But our discussion goes beyond, for you have a unique soul, one that if added to the order will make us quite potent indeed.
Notluka will touch his chest, feeling that warm fluttering, settling, stirring there. Well, let us see what this name is, then.
Before we begin, are you sure that this is what you want?
Yes.
As you wish.
There's music.
The creature lifts his hands up, and slowly, Luca begins to float from the ground. And slowly, his hands begin to shift, coiling shadows, shifting them together. And you will feel, Luca, the last pieces of the life you once had, the memory of who you were, snuffed out like a candle in the wind. You forget, Luca. You forget who you were before, the friends you had. You feel your entire self empty, and you were filled with the latent and nascent power of the Harlequin. The hunger of their feast. And the dual nature of preservation and destruction. Slowly, it begins to harden around you, almost like a cocoon. You will feel the hand of the creature placed against this cocoon. You will hear the whispers in hundreds of languages. You will feel the creature's might. You will hear dancing. You will hear bells. You will hear screams. Those that have taken this route cry out for the memories that they have lost, of love never felt, love only feed, of joy never felt, joy only eaten, of wrath never felt, and wrath only absorbed, of sorrow never cried, and sorrow to be enjoyed. And so, the creature lifts its hands up and begins to write in the air. a word of power, and Luca's new name. And with a single wave of its hand, the name shall be inscribed. Luca will see it begin to embed into their very essence. The moment when life and death are seen as the same. The moment when hearts stop, stomachs drop, eyes widen, and senses elate. The delectable state of heightened life in a mere moment before fears strike. Luca's new name is the Gasp.
That was sick. The Gasp! Oh my god, I'm gonna change it to that instead.
And with that, the creature's hand will inscribe the new name onto your very essence. Your traveler's soul begins to shift and change. The dance of its flame, a new hue, a new color. It is done. You are the Gasp. A moment between death and joy. A prank or a danger. A sorrow or a symphony. Seek your gasps. Feast upon them. And bring them to me.
The Gasp. He nods as he looks up at Silly Billy. There will be a plenty of those with what I'm doing.
Good. The naming is complete. The time is now. The moment has arrived, and all that you have sought is now unveiled before you. Time, life, and death, the same. The great joke is that any believe that they can cause it to change. And you will be there when they gasp the first breath of revelation, when truth is undenied. There you will dance, there you will feast, and there the music will be heard again. The gasp opens their eyes and looks down once more into the river's flowing waters. Just as a mother watches their son fall into the river, her deep intake of breath as she grabs at her son's hands is sweeter than any nectar, tastier than any food. It is your purpose, the source of your strength.
The gasp will watch these two, a big, insidious smile on his face. Oh, how sweet. And he just turns about, his tendrils shifting wildly as his demeanor shifts, and rejoins the group.
Yo.
Hello.
Okay, I suppose everyone is here. So, what is next? I suppose I should inform you all about the gentleman. Well, not really a gentleman, but still a seraph that I have run into when not Luke and I were exploring with Esthermania, the BDT den of ours. There is a BDT den not far from here, and a gentleman was there named Danger Close. He's a seraph of Gilead.
Oh,
July.
really?
A fellow seraph.
Yes, he is less honorable than we like to comport ourselves. But yes, I feel he would be a good source of information.
A seraph of Jilly. This will certainly come in handy. We were actually discussing what we might do next. It sounds like, Sarah, you wish to speak to the scrapper, yes, about what we have discovered?
Arcadum, how long was Dr. Not Lucas Sugrep Op?
That's the
I don't know who you mean.
That's not who he is anymore.
Hey, I'm
Who?
just going off of what the token name is.
Oh, we know so
Oh,
far.
yeah.
How long was he standing over here?
Like 10 minutes.
Let me think about this. Miss Sierra, who's very in tune to souls.
Le gasp.
The gasp.
I hope you like that, by the way, Roxa. I
I do.
It's pretty sick, to be honest.
It's pretty good.
I want you to know I practiced that scene in French and it was so bad I decided not to do it.
I would have loved to hear it.
No, it was oh god, I wanted to throw up. It was really bad.
Disgusted by your own.
Well, because it's like it's supposed to be a serious scene, right? And like kind of freaky, you know.
Arcadum's French would have made it so silly.
And then he would have been way too silly of a Billy. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, but it would fit the name.
It would have been like, I am Madame Silly Billy.
Oh dear.
Like, you know, stuff like that. It's
So
like,
Oh,
Like-
does he look different to as he strides up to us, Roxa? Like his countenance, his demeanor.
He seems, I think, more or less the same, but his smile is wider and his tendrils on his head is just like kind of going a little bit wilder.
Mulu smugly crosses his arms, knowing that his pep talk and friendliness did the trick. Foxy?
don't think Sarah would pick up on it. Can I roll like an insight to see? Because I'm on the fence,
Sure,
Arcadum.
sure.
Tu connaîtras ton but.
To give you an idea, this is the shit I was like practicing, Roxa. Tu connais-toi ton but. You know, like trying to say that.
Oh my god.
See, exactly. See how much you're laughing? That's not what I wanted. Because I was like, yes, you shall be a le gasp. Tu connais-toi ton but. Like,
I'm glad you did. I'm glad I would have been able to.
a 13. Luke is acting pretty much the same. If anything, they almost seem calmer. As if they're centered. More at peace with the enveloping darkness inside.
Yes. And the darkness that he has become.
Also, why is gasp so hard to fucking say in French? I also tried that too.
Le
What is it in
halitement.
French?
It's le halitement. Like, I can't say that shit.
What?
It has like 3,000 syllables.
Well, French is very syllabic as a language, so you're saying a lot more.
Yeah, like I was
Then-
like, I wanted to say the gas, but instead I was le halitement, and I was like, I'm not saying all that. So, I made a judgment call, and I think I made the right one, because if I had been trying to speak French that whole time, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, it's so bad.
You could have said le souffle.
Yeah.
See, that's
suspiro.
not better, though. That's like soup. Le soup.
It sounds like souffle to me.
Le soup.
does.
Yeah, it's like
Like
souffle, but it's le souffle.
Le souffle. Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, le souffle. Good.
That makes me question where the other word comes from, because the suf is actually the Latin base.
Oh, thank you, Waymaker.
You're welcome.
Look at how smart
You're questioning
Waymaker is.
French and where it comes from?
I'm just saying, French is a Latin-based language, but it has some words that it just kind of makes up.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like the
I mean,
spelling.
they kind of do. They kind of do. Like, alete is just a lot, but
Right.
they like to add stuff to make it sound better. Like, literally, that's the argument in French.
I
Anyway,
want to sound better than the other.
Yes. Go ahead. Please, Sarah, you make your inside check. You do not sense. Go ahead. Yes.
Could you remind me, Books, what Havar said to her? I've forgotten.
He
Nice.
asked if you're gonna go talk to Scraplord.
Oh, okay. She'll scoop up Handsome the way she usually carries Moto around. Come over here. He's on his belly. She's tickling his belly. There we go. Put him upside down. Yes. Oh. Yes, of course I can go talk to the Scrap Lord.
Okay. Well, this is good. As for the rest of you, I do plan to. We have discovered quite a bit down in the deep below. Some of which I wish to show you. I will also go through the pod that we found, Sierra. Seek the spoils we have seeked. Yes.
Oh, that reminds me. She'll look at the whole group. Snap out her list of very itemized of everything they found down to the weight. There was an embryo. A very large embryo.
Ew.
We don't know what the creature is. It's being contained magically in stasis. And she'll then turn it around of a rough sketch she made of it. But it caught my attention. She'll look at the rest of them. How do you all feel about being parents?
Did it seem edible in any way?
She'll shrug one shoulder. Potentially, as all
Hmm.
eggs could be.
Indeed, indeed.
it would be best to leave it where it is.
Why do you say that?
Well, since you three, and he looks at the three, excuse me. If it was there to begin with, why interact with it? It seems to be there for. It seems to be growing there, and good conditions. Best to leave it alone.
She'll tickle
Just-
Handsome's chest and cover him in kisses. Because maybe it's cute.
And sometimes we push a rock off a cliff.
Oh God.
That's an odd analogy. So I said that we should probably leave it alone because there's too much we don't understand about it right now. And it doesn't really seem to be growing. Or if it does grow, then it sure is taking its sweet time because we all know that the ship that came to Band originally didn't come, just yesterday. But I also made the point that trying to get it up to the air, if it needs to breathe air, might be a little more complicated with the lack of supplies that we have. Although I suppose I don't mind finding out what it is. I don't know that now's the right time, since we're kind of busy, purifying angels and going after our mutual acquaintance and all. There might be something we do after.
Quick question. The sketch that Sierra has, does it show the Taladonic symbols or stuff? Like, how detailed is it?
It would be.
Is she a Picasso?
She's been taking pictures since I've been playing her, so I would say it's pretty detailed.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was also like a rough sketch, so it's not like colored in or anything.
Oh, okay.
And she would have included the Taladonic symbols because that matters to her.
Oh, okay. Got it. He takes a closer look at the image. Well, it seems that the Taladani or Maltosians might have placed it there for a reason. And he looks at the sigils. Cannot read them clearly.
She'd point them out one by one, seeing to her, not Luca's interest in what they are.
If I had to guess, it's being protected while it's down there, while it grows. And he
That was
leans
my
back.
read as well.
I agree with Meili. We shouldn't disturb it. Let it be. And focus on what's more important.
She'll look up at the two who haven't said a word.
Oh, whoops. Don't. Sorry.
Whoa,
Don't worry.
Vizen
Don't worry
doing things.
I'm sorry, I tried to catch up. I sprinted
Is
home
that
in the rain.
Rains?
Welcome
Go.
Welcome home.
Rains ran
Yeah.
home from Japan. Welcome
He's
back.
back. Did it.
I
So
have
many
searched-
stories.
I have searched for my honor and found it and came back.
Oh, good.
Here, Rains, I'll post it in general. This is the thing that so they found that it's about, was it like 100 terraforming rods, Arcadum?
What? Sorry, what?
The terraforming rods that are down in the ocean.
Yeah.
There's like 100 of them.
Well, I went. What? Yeah, like 60, but yeah.
60? Okay. We went into 3 out of 60 to get a sample size, and one of them contained that creature I put into the general chat, Rains.
The other one contained a
And-
portal into the Shadowfell.
Yeah, one had a portal to the Feywild, another had a portal to the Shadowfell, and this one had this interesting looking fella.
And one of
who's-
them. Oh, go
The
man.
I remembered, Essie, the Feywild had the crab in it. It was a 2-for-1.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah. So what Sierra's proposing to the group is, what, if anything, do they want to do with this embryo? And because she's, I forget the name of her tenant thing, the thing with the animals, Sierra's interested in it. So she's asking the group if they're also interested.
Where was this exactly?
Underwater in a terraforming rod.
In terms
The terraforming rods that were attached to the crashed colonization ships that the Taladani brought here. And Sierra's also supposed, only to the 3 of them so far, that they are the terraforming rods that July the Angel July would have been in charge of for terraforming band.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, you tell him, Jax. Get him.
Yeah. Can Jax answer for me? Well, I think it is a good lead for a way forward. Or do we have any other options as objectives that we could follow on?
Oh, we have a ton of options of what we could do.
Oh,
This is just one of the things that they found.
I see.
Now that you're back, they could take on the hard ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not hyped. Who was July? Like, what kind of power level was he?
I think she was 11.
Oh,
She's 12.
pretty sure.
Well,
In age?
yeah.
What?
What?
In power level.
What? What?
Context, Reigns. Context. Stay with us, brother. We're right here. We're here with you.
The fuck
Yeah,
did
my-
you
my-
just say?
my-
What's their power level? 12 in age?
In age? Like, what?
I don't know.
Yeah, her power.
Yeah,
I'm looking at her. She's in Doldrin. Her power level's 12. This is the basis of why Sierra thinks those terraforming rods were July's. That's one of the pieces of loot we get.
I see. Well, those terraforming roads could lead to places and creatures.
Oh,
I guess?
actually, fuck.
Oh.
I forgot about this.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Havaris would know what they're for
Oh.
from his communion with the Morris Blade.
Yeah.
Go
That's
on.
right.
The terraforming rods are the bullets that go in that gun, the crop maker.
Nailed it. Please tell Sierra she's right. She'll be so.
Don't tell her she's right.
What's the word? Not proud. Smug. There we go. She'd be so smug.
I'm not sure what these are.
There you
Proud.
I think it's an interesting lead to follow. They're certainly powerful, so investigating them further could lead to further options, more info.
Perhaps if we are to collect July, maybe she would have some sort of readout on what each one of them were, instead of us looking at them one by one.
Possible.
That sounds dramatically more efficient. If it is a thing.
It's true, and we got close to our deadline anyway. We are needed back in Oasis. We must make it haste. It seems, speaking to the scrapload, yes. To salvage what we have gotten, yes. To speak to the Seraph of this Jilly, yes. And go back, where we are promised.
Oh, we catches on now that she's no longer distracted by her dog. We met a Seraph, another one
Yes.
of
Yes.
July.
Yes. And the drug lord to boot.
What?
Yes, he is involved in the BTL trade of ours.
BT what?
You know,
No,
better than
no,
life.
I don't... Can we just forget that part?
I have to say, guys, I'm so distracted by Rox's sleeves right over Mulu's face.
I know.
I've been looking at that for minutes now.
Sorry. Let me stand like this. Better, yes.
Crotch
Yeah.
first.
Perfect.
For me,
Well,
actually, Mulu's face is on top of the.
Oh, dude, hey, look. Mamulu's doing a reverse bow.
There you go.
Now it just looks like Roxa has
A tail.
Anime hair.
Yeah. And a tail. Oh my god.
There, perfect. Okay.
Well, Esther, you've been quiet.
Well, I suppose we could mention these terraforming tools to Seraph. He seems quite dangerous, but probably know about that sort of thing more than anyone.
I think I would like to request of the Scrap Lord he leave the rods alone until we have July and bring her to look at them, I suppose. What do you all think?
Sounds good to me.
Probably for the best.
She'll then squeak her nose as she thinks a little bit. I also think we should bring the ship over here. Wait, she won't call it that. We should bring the harpy over here and collect. Avaris, do I call it gold? What?
Yes.
Treasure.
Sure, gold is fine. But how do we get
Are they
the...
one and the same? Are they separate?
I think it should be called Dold's Anchor because it
I
looks
think-
just like it.
I think what you should be wondering is how we are going to bring your cathedral here when Hexerumir roams freely.
Oh, she'll wave a hand at Esther Mania, just casually. Oh, Esther's a fabulous pilot. Right, Esther?
Oh,
We've found her in the crash.
Looks
You
at
realize.
Esther.
I believe
Exactly
they
when the
crash
ship crashed.
landed.
Sorry, that got me. We found her in a crash, guys.
I guess.
Look,
I'd have to
you-
take a look at the vessel first.
Yeah, see, perfect. Perfect confidence of ours. Sky high confidence.
they just stare blankly.
You know, maybe if we kept it real low to the ground, it wouldn't be as much of a problem. You know, less easy for Hex Tremere to spot, and a softer landing if we fall.
Oh,
Not as
almost
not,
like it's a complete afterthought to Sarah. She'll then raise up 2 fingers. We also found 2 pods full of Maltosians. Well, we believe they're Maltosians, who are alive but also in stasis.
Oh,
And
there's
it's my
people,
suggestion they recover in our medical bay.
well, technically we didn't find just 2. We found a lot more than that, but we were only able to recover 2.
What is going on with the others?
They're either dead, Mulu, or they're being consumed by a giant crab.
Brax Knuckles. Okay, I guess we are fighting a giant crab then. Is that the plan?
I made a bargain with him that he will relocate to Dold's Cave.
And then eat people here? Is that okay? You're going to have to explain the logistics for me.
I
A
was
big
thinking
crab
of
eats a lot.
suggesting to the Scrap Lord of, instead of the scrap tributes that the divers were making here to Dold, they could feed him, and in return he would protect them from whatever it is that lives in the sea.
Well, it is also a trade, yes? The crab could give them the scrap that they tried to salvage in return for such. But I believe the food was an initial problem for Holswitz. They might need something there.
But they can trade now.
It's true.
What will this crab eat then? Will we go hungry if we can't eat these people?
Let me
Mulu will
check on what Cyrano
Mulu will side glance at not Luca, realizing that maybe he had a point after all.
And he looks like
Who are you looking at?
Not Luca, because that's all I know of him so far. He
That's
hasn't
what we all
introduced himself. I haven't said his name. That's in my
I'm
head.
just
That's
fucking
my
with you.
thought. I thought of his name.
Syrah. What was the nature question you're asking?
I'm trying to see if she actually has an intelligent answer on what a crab would eat.
Everything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, crabs are like water goats.
Okay.
Water goat.
They
So-
literally are.
Is he actually eating the metal then, and he just doesn't care?
A little bit of metal as seasoning for his human meat sandwiches.
Mhm.
I think he would really eat anything, organic preferably. He doesn't really discern between people or vegetables.
And this does not strike you as a potential problem, bringing this creature to a different habitat. You know,
I thought you wanted to defeat him.
yes.
Instead.
Look,
Why don't we go ahead, Mulu?
No,
Sierra just
no.
looks puzzled. She thought she did a good thing because she doesn't really care about eating people, so she's just confused. She looks confused.
Why don't we take it one step at a time here? We can speak to the Scrapler, tell him about the situation. Maybe we'll have a solution. And meanwhile, I will take you to show what we have found. We can reconvene, we can speak with the Seraph, and we can get back to Oasis. There is much to do.
And I suppose we
do.
cannot do everything. Kind of roll
No,
his
we
eyes at
cannot.
Matluka.
Mulu. Ailey is floating very excitedly. She's kind of bobbing up and down. Can I come talk to you with when you go talk to Mr. Danger, please?
Yes, of course. Are we not all going?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought we might be splitting up to save time, but maybe we're all going.
Listen, in my experience, splitting up never saves time.
It seems to be the reverse.
Well, either way.
Looks at camera.
Look, Julier's always been on my list of angels that I really, really wanted to help purify. And now that I'm a seraph too, this just sounds like a great opportunity.
A fan of Juliet. Okay, well, by all means, you can be in the conversation. Now, this is a rough character. He is. Just a heads up in advance.
She just kind of shrugs her shoulders.
Yes, Esther. Give your impression.
Only that I would like to volunteer myself to join this conversation as well, as he is the rough sort, as you mentioned. And I could perhaps lock him down.
Sarah will say
it
loudly.
comes to that.
Oh, is he a thief?
The worst kind.
Oh,
A dealer.
she'll go and clap her hands together very politely. Oh, I like those.
But if he is a seraph, I have to imagine that he is probably doing it for some big noble goal. I will hope. I'll be very disappointed if he is being selfish with his time.
And
It's a
also,
camera.
we don't want to put too many fingers in too many pies. I'd rather get back to the temple.
Understandable. We will make it quick.
I'll go have my chat with the Scrap Lord. As she'll start to move through the group, she'll then... Doctor, I wanted to... She'll say it to where everyone can hear. I wanted to thank you. During the Dolt fight, you were, you gave us a second chance.
Not, oh, the gasp. So used to say the other one.
Almost did it
Just
to himself.
smiles. Of course. That's what I would have done.
That was you?
Yes.
It
After watching you all perish, I guess there was the better part of me that kicked in gear and gave us all another chance. And now we're here, breathing once again.
She'll pat
Thank you.
one pocket, the other hand holding Handsome, like a teddy bear. It is one of the items I was hoping there's a chance we could replace. I'm only down to one now. I'm going to
But I guess
stock for all of us before we really take on another angel.
he nods. Then I suggest we get to it. And one more thing. I go by the Gasp now. I think I like that name better.
Mulu will
Lucas?
raise an eyebrow.
Or Gasp for short, whichever one you like.
What about Dr. Gasp? Siri's feeling pretty mischievous.
Sounds very ominous.
Apologies in
Doctor.
advance if I struggle to remember. No offense.
As long as
Seno-
there's Gasp in the name.
You'll see Seno pull out a notebook, do like a big scratch, and write something down.
I kind of like the old name.
Is there a reason you're changing your name?
No, I just think it sounds better.
I
I feel like
the old-
Doctor, not Luca, Doc. It's a lot. Gasp is
Right.
better.
I like it. It is less of a mouthful. I
Does
almost
your
said
name
mouseful. There are no mice on this planet.
Yeah.
What about that
There's-
one? Any points?
I see nothing. I am blind to the mouse. That life is behind me.
Very good then.
There's
Those who
making
wish to
illusion of
come,
the mouse.
those who wish
Let's do
to come to the vessel, join me.
To the ship vessel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait. Where would he go first?
Siri's gonna go hunt for her 1/10 of a boyfriend.
I-
Okay, wait, what is everyone doing? Sierra's gonna talk to the Scrapful Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Tavares
gonna
is
go to
gonna
the
go
ship.
back to the ship. And
Yeah.
everybody else?
We're going to talk to the gangster.
The gangster. Okay. I think not Luca would rather try to get things done, so he'll go with Tavares. Not
So-
the Gasp. Sorry. Gotta get used to.
You have a shadow.
I guess Seno will stay with this group.
Oh, Seno, you'll love this guy. You really will.
I sure hope so.
It's a bit terrifying.
You could say he's a bit dangerous.
Okay,
Up
okay.
close.
All right, I'm stopping this right now.
Seno pulls out his notebook. Dangerous.
Try not to get too close to him.
Ugh.
He can't be that bad.
By the way, did we long rest while I was gone? Something.
Yeah.
We did, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, let me.
Melee, did your mother ever warn you against men with pointy teeth?
Man.
That
Okay.
is an odd question. I don't think you understand exactly who I used to be, but that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Or you'll just upset me.
What, you had no mother?
No, I had a mother, but well, I used to run around with the wrong crowd for quite some time. So, I'm used to dealing with ruffians and thugs, don't worry.
Oh, good. Well, you would be perfect for this conversation then.
God, dude, he's a fucking outlaw. It's so sick. It's like, oh, that kind of thing won't bother me none. Where I come from, we put him down. I'm like, oh my god.
Whoa.
By the
Holy
way,
shit.
completely unrelated question. How much strength did Hazard have again?
Why do you need to know that, Ray?
He's trying to measure their
Unrelated.
power levels.
Totally unrelated, yes.
I do not have those open in front of me right now. I am
Okay.
neck deep in a bunch of other shit right now. So.
That's fine.
Ask his age. too,
Ignore
while
me.
you're at it.
Ignore me.
What does he have for breakfast?
What did he have for breakfast? Who is he? Did he
Does
kiss,
he eat?
Did he kiss someone? Who is getting
How does he
kissed?
feel about giant enemy crabs?
How does he feel about giant enemy crabs? Okay, man, what order should I do this in?
So many things.
Which will be the shortest, you think?
Probably Sierra. We're gonna do it probably Sierra, July, and then
Cool.
yeah.
I just want you all
Okay.
to know that every time you all laugh at my jokes, my head increases exponentially in size. I won't fit in this house anymore soon.
I'm gonna start unmuting when I laugh then.
No, the explosion is
Oh,
imminent.
unmuting because I mute when I laugh.
Yep.
You have to claim house insurance.
I'll have to build a new house.
Napoleon's head could be seen for miles.
Yeah.
I hope you have good home insurance for
It's okay.
that
All right.
big cranium.
Sierra. As
Where's my fat bald man?
All right, as you make your way up to the higher parts of the gardens, you will see that the Scrap Lord is currently dealing with logistics, pointing out different places that his men need to take all the new material, and is overlooking the dock area as you approach. You will overhear this as he's...
Oh, yes.
Did you forget what he looked like? Go ahead.
I always
Take
forget.
a deep look at that. You'll notice how weirdly wet he seems.
Look at
Close
his
that
hand.
real quick.
You close that.
I'm keeping that open.
Give it a quick lick before you close it.
Look how glistening
God.
his fingers are.
It's very
I'm
glistening.
always impressed.
Make sure that we move that to quadrant 3. We want to make sure it doesn't fall on anybody.
She'll take a quick check, make sure her human feet are there. She'll put some sandals on. She will carry Handsome as she's taken to doing her replacement moto since he seems to be missing.
Oh, I can
She'll
just grab
stride
Moto.
up,
He's not supposed
stride up confidently.
to. Okay. As you approach, he will turn.
My aquamarine, it is good to see you.
She's delighted at having a pet name.
I'm so sorry.
She'll give almost like a... Actually, I think she would curtsy at that. She'll do a curtsy, setting down her tiny dog. Hello, Scrap Lord.
Please,
you've,
please. You don't have to call me by my title. You can call me Sporpin.
Oh my god. Hello, Sporpin. I see you've received word of our success. She gestures to everyone.
Already we have begun recovering all of the various pieces of the Dold's bounty.
Everyone's like milling about, right? Like within ear range.
They're far enough away that you could talk.
Oh, okay. Okay, she'll move up. There we go. Right here. Take out her list of everything they started to take stock of under the water. Snap it out in front of her, but she'll have it in a way to where he can look at it. We went on a curciary expedition down there, dredging. And there are... She'll then look up at him from the paper, into his eyes, and realize they're covered. She forgot about that part. Are you familiar with the terraforming rods that are down there? I'm assuming not.
The old text spoke of the formation rods. I had always believed them to be some pendant of fantasy. But if you have discovered them, then that means there is profit to be had. For no doubt those rods contain potent, hopefully contain Voidka.
Sporpin, there are Voidka in those rods, but in the same breath, they are... What would be the word she would use for him? Give me a second, let me think on how she'd describe it to him. I think she'd go with dangerous. There is a insurmountable degree of danger in some of those as well. We only really had time to look at 3, and by my count there's at least 60 down there. And of the 3 we looked at, there was a incredibly large creature that could easily have eaten all of us in one gulp. And the 2 others, she'll give him almost a shy look. Are you familiar with portals? Teleportation?
No.
Think of it as, she'll snap her fingers, instantaneous travel. Like when you get in a vessel and instead of having to take hours to go from point A to point B, you can instantaneously go there. She'll look at him to see if he's tracking.
I see. So they're like a door.
Yes, a gate
Yes.
is another word for them.
Yes, a door.
And 2 of them, of those 3 that we looked at, one being the giant man-eating creature, the other 2 had these gates to very different realms that would be very dangerous to your people.
Can something come out from the other side of these doors?
I believe there is a potential for that. Due to that, I have a solution I'd like to suggest.
Go on, my aquamarine.
July. The angel July. She's known to have been, or was supposed to be in charge of, well, these formation rods. My group and I believe
I am familiar with this angel.
If we can collect her, as we did with the angels here, perhaps she could then rightly and carefully take care of those rods.
Perhaps you're correct. I am familiar with whom this angel is, but I am no expert. I would suggest that you speak to an associate of mine. His name is Danger Close. He is a seraph of July and runs a BTL operation. He sends back his prophets to his temple to tend to her madness, so to speak.
Would you mind introducing me?
Well, I mean, surely your companions could talk to that person instead of you. Couldn't it? Yeah. He's also quite handsome.
I bet he isn't nearly as logical as you.
Luca will shudder as that technically counts as a gasp.
wait. Okay, actual question. Does that feed him? Like, add to his hunger quota?
I mean, to be clear, yes. Feeding off gasps is feeds that. But that one specifically is like... it's like finding a... It's like finding a...
Like a very greasy cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just like the greasy parts of the bread bun that has soaked it all up and been left out, so it's like kind of cold.
Oh, is it like the fat back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The grossest thing you're thinking of right now, it's like that. It's like that, except it's also like got psoriasis.
Oh, the gasp kind of like lurches, trying not to gag.
He will continue.
Has salmonella in it.
And so Sporpin will go, well, I will of course introduce you. I am a bit busy at this time. I do need to finish the logistics.
If you'd like, I could just simply send a message ahead of time. I'm sure you have a schedule to keep.
She'll put one of her hands that she forgot that she runs cold onto his forearm. It's
All
too
right.
busy for
Hold
me.
on. I need to roll something.
Oh no.
Hey!
He will maintain his vision and not immediately melt at her touch, and will say,
Please do not take it as an offense, but I simply must see that this is done. If I don't, it'll take us that much longer to begin excavation. The people here will suffer.
She'll pout.
I'm sorry, my aquamarine.
God.
I suppose I'll make my way alone.
He shudders from such spiteful words, so icy cold and undeserved. He will then...
I will send a message. I'm sorry. I must work.
Well, there was the matter of, the words that you had on Magiscarn. Have any of those come through?
I have not received word yet, but I should soon.
I may be traveling to Oasis here shortly. Would you be able to contact me there?
Of course. You have your convalescence kit, don't you?
She'll try her hardest to not shudder at the thought of having to use that horrible thing. Yes.
I will put my information in there for you.
Thank you.
He will.
She'll just hold it out to him. She has no clue how to
he
use
will
it.
exchange numbers.
She holds it so that he'll do it. 'Cause she's
Yeah,
fucking clueless.
he just does it. He does it. And
And
he adds his name as a contact in your convalescence kit as Wet Smooches.
perfect. She'll
And there you
smile
go.
up at him.
And then he will say, now all you need to do is select that option, and then it will contact me.
She'll look at it and try to do it right there in front of him. Does she successfully do it?
Make me a convalescence kit check. Like right there in front of him.
It's just a D20, right?
A D20. Are you not proficient?
Absolutely not.
That is just all right. You instead hit the emergency line when all of the convalescents nearby start to beep as you sent out an SOS. He will immediately cancel. It's like, you have to be careful with that signal. You press here. He just takes your hand and just slowly this, then this, and then this. And then
Okay,
you
she
speak.
does have a good memory.
Speak the message. He looks awkwardly at you.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is he waiting for?
Speak the message into it.
She'll look at him while she says, "Hello."
Beep. Beep 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 beep. He will click it on. He will activate it on his, and it goes, "Hello." You will then
She'll
see him
look gleeful.
do a quick input, and he saves that.
Perfect. Thank you.
He will nod.
Yes, I will let you know if any of them send any word. I really must get back to work, my aquamarine.
I didn't have anything else for him, right, guys?
I don't think so.
Sounded good to me.
Not sure.
Okay.
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry.
Yeesh.
The stuff that or the supplies that you wanted to get, or is that after? Or ask him if potentially there could be some supplies you could get.
Ooh, there was a question I had. Is there a like a mage's guild of sort around here? There's an item I want to make.
No.
Do you know of one anywhere on Band?
He starts to do big thinky.
think there was one in Magiscon. Yeah, near the High Courts, I believe.
Perfect. Thank you. She'll give him another curtsy. And she'll scoop, in the middle of it, she'll scoop up Handsome. Never introducing him because she doesn't even think about it.
Handsome will look at the Scrap Lord as he turned to leave, and he will make growly sounds at him.
She'll walk away.
Meanwhile, in the tunnel of totally legitimate business, Melee, you will feel a very familiar presence nearby.
Mm-hmm.
You will see a hooded creature in this corner.
Excuse me all for just a second. Melee floats up
Clap, clap.
behind
he
him.
He was supposed to scram. This is probably bad. I wasn't going to tell her about him.
Boo.
Ayaza
Howdy.
will turn.
It's not what it looks like.
Uh-huh.
As he paws some stuff into the bushes.
So, tell me what you think this looks like then, Ayaza.
Yeah, I was practicing for a play. It's called Dark Mantle. I play a war veteran who has a disfigured face, and I just found out that the lady I left when I went to war has moved on to someone else.
He cries and neighs and slaps the ground with his hoof.
That's very moving, Ayaza. Show me what's in the bush.
Oh, you mean this bush?
Yep. That's the one.
Oh, that's nothing in here. He starts moving the hoof around, but he's obviously avoiding a single spot in the bush as he's. Oh, look, there's nothing there. Just nothing. She'll
go the single spot. Pick what it is.
It's BTL. It's drug. It's. I have a problem. I have a problem. I'm sorry.
You actually got the BTL without me?
I'm sorry. It's so. I needed to know. I needed to know what it was.
Yeah, we already know what it is. They're better than life and all that.
Yes, but what does that mean? I wanted to know.
We're not supposed to. Look, I told you we weren't going to know until after we took care of the angels and after we took care of Folly.
I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I couldn't get them to work.
Well, okay. How did you pay for them?
What do you mean?
Well, I know the first one was supposed to be free. Havar said.
I have money.
Huh?
I had a life before I met you, Melee.
Well, I know you did. You had other riders and all that, but.
Well, I also had a small business before I left it in service to you.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't have to leave it,
sandwiches.
Sound tasty.
Yeah.
You didn't have to leave it. You could have just
Well, I didn't leave it. It just came with me. I was a food horse.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting information. Look. And she'll pick up the BTL. What does it look like? What is she holding?
It just looks like a little capsule with a chip in it.
Oh, okay. So, I guess I'll ask around for you how to get it to work. Oh, this sounds so bad.
Ayaza will gasp.
But
once again, the gasp will shudder. This one feels better and also a little slimy. Ayaza will do a little dance. You're such a great rider.
Thank you.
Yes.
But, Yaza, look.
Yes.
If you want to, I suppose,
Yeah.
if we find a way to get these to work for you, you can try them early.
Yes.
But if you did that, you know there's those risks about changing who you are and maybe potentially never coming back.
Yeah.
Well, would you perhaps make a clause in our contract if I let you try them early to let me out without any repercussions if something happens to you?
Ayaza will get very serious. Are you saying that you think that I would not be worthy of service if I tried this?
No. I like you the way you are, and I don't want you to change, not that much, you know? And I also don't want...
Bailey.
Huh?
Oh, Bailey. No matter what horrendous chemicals or noxious fumes or random animal essences that I inject into my bloodstream, eye sockets, or rectally will ever replace my loyalty to you.
Well, that's sweet of you, but you know the contract goes both ways. I'm supposed to be loyal to you afterwards, you know? Once
all right, I won't do it.
What?
He looks away.
Oh, goodness. I'm saying you can, I just...
No, not if it risks you. I won't do it. Fine. Can I at least get some cocaine?
She'll pass him a sugar cube that she has in her pocket.
Yeah. This is close enough. But for real, I'm going to need some serious, I need some pure shit at some point. I'm starting to get the itch.
Okay. Well, look, I'll still look into this for you. I guess we can look around for other things. Nice to know you've got your own funds because, I'm a little strapped for cash, as it were.
Well, of course I have money.
That's a wonderful thing to hear.
I'm an adult.
I've got a meeting to get to. So, and she'll pocket the BTL. Look, you be safe.
All right. I guess I'll head home. These three?
Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm ready.
What the fuck just happened?
What was that all about?
I'm just whistling to myself. Yep. Totally normal.
I mean, it is. Y'all ever had familiars or pets?
No.
No.
Yeah, you ever have pets go on drug raids?
Maybe he looks at Mulu and is like, and kind of gives like an understanding nod. Of course, he wouldn't have had a pet.
No.
Well, then say no kind of things, and then you're like, well, I do have
plants.
Junior. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do have.
What is Junior?
Junior is my plant.
And I mean, technically,
Lulu will laugh his head off and fall on the ground, rolling about.
And I also have Maple.
That is not.
I thought you adopted that.
Hey, Sena will look at Mulu and say, if you see Junior, you would think he is a living being.
Seno, do not misunderstand me. I know that plants are living beings, but they are not. Never mind. We have work to do. Let's do not funny, not silly work. Yes. Good.
Yeah,
Come with
that's
me.
your child, not your pet.
Yeah, exactly. I'm taking good care of him.
Refers to plant as a pet. Esther Mania immediately cocks gun. What did you say? As you enter the back way, you come into just a section underneath the aqueducts. And there you will see a man counting up his money. For you. There you go. Hey.
Yeah.
God, I forgot his token was so creepy like that.
I know, isn't he cool?
It's really cool.
Mulu,
So
hands
shiny.
in pockets, crotch forward, strutting in.
Backwards, bowing.
Yeah.
How much is that jaw worth?
Yo.
Chin high, shoulders back, and strut.
Uh-huh.
All right, as you Japanese delinquent walk towards him, he will look up from counting his money, and he will raise an eyebrow. All right. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on, his voice is a little harder.
Yeah.
Most people don't come to me like that. What do you want, strangers?
Yep. We are here to speak about your angel issue. You remember me from earlier today.
And what is it that you think that you know of my angel's issue, huh?
I know it is a little unhinged. We have been going around, my partners and I, dealing with unhinged angels, restoring them. Is this of interest to you?
Perception check. Or, persuasion, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
He'll put his money down.
You know a lot for someone whose name I don't know. Why don't you introduce yourself first?
Yes, you are very forgetful for someone that I happen to know, Mr. Danger Close, Seraph of July. We met earlier yesterday. I am Mulu, Seraph of Valdan.
He'll kind of narrow his eyes.
Don't remember. I might have been in a daze.
Well, know then that I am here to help, if there is helping to be done.
Well then, it's starting to come back to me now. If you're Pharaoh Seraph, then maybe we could be of help to each other. Take a seat.
Does he actually seem like he doesn't remember me?
He doesn't.
Interesting.
Maybe we'll whisper, it's probably the drugs.
I think there is more going on here. Go on.
Do people take a seat?
Yes.
I know it's probably digital, but I'd like to see if there is something going on magically.
Oh, you don't need to roll. You know exactly it's the drugs. You've been around a drug-addled horse this entire time.
Maylee just nods to herself.
As you start to take your seats, you can see that the man's grin will widen slightly.
Well, start talking then.
Well, as you can see, some of my companions here, as we will gesture to the others. There are more of us. Recently, we have liberated Dold from his madness, down in the waters below. We are on a little bit of a tour, and we figured, running into you, perhaps you could indicate us in the best way that we could help July and her problem. As Seraphs, that is part of our job, to make sure that they are as they should be.
So you're saying that you took care of Dord, did you?
Yes, he is all better now.
Huh. Prove it.
Well, I suppose I can take you to his anchor, and also to my other seraph partner, who happens to be carrying his the word. What's the word for the doodad?
Boom.
Index?
Index.
Index. Yes, his index. Yeah. I do not have it on me. However,
Oh.
there is another seraph here who can prove that we have encountered others and improved them.
Yes. Howdy.
He will slowly
And
look
maybe-
over.
Maybe we'll tip a spectral cowboy hat, and which will pretty much immediately dissipate. I'm a Mrs. Maylie Wildglen. I'm a seraph of Beatorns. And in case you didn't know already, you might have known that Beatorn was also, well, kind of distraught at her situation, right? Well, we actually helped her first before we went on to Dold. And I've got this, which she pulls out the rod, the scepter, proof that I am in fact her seraph, and that we've helped her.
You will see that Danger Close leans in. His eyes widen slightly.
Huh. You're telling the truth. Now that's something.
Mm-hmm.
How are you able to cleanse them?
We fight them, usually. If
That
we were
is-
capable of speaking with them, then sometimes that makes it simpler.
Destroying their hard-light form doesn't cure them. It just disables them so that their index is vulnerable. How are you curing them?
We have a temple in Oasis.
We take their indexes there to purify them.
Yes, but how?
That is out of my wheelhouse. We have a specialist.
He's another seraph, of course.
I see. Well, convenient then. And you have come to me to seek to aid my angel, to aid the Rain Maiden.
Yeah. Ever since, at least for me, ever since I heard about her plight, she's been someone I'd want to find out more about. Someone I've been searching for a way to help.
I see.
You'll see him kind of struggling with something.
Fine. If you think you can be of help, you do have the accoutrements. I suppose I can trust you. But what is it that you expect to get from me? It is not as if my angel is difficult to find.
I suppose the simple answer is insight. Is July one that can be communicated with, or is she rampant?
I think I have done what I can in order to make a salve for her mind. The guilt eats at her. The failure of the other angels and herself. Make her destroy herself. So, I have done what I can to ease her pain. It is why I specialized in these things.
He will lift a BTL chip up.
My plan is to create one of sufficient potency that I can finally allow my angel to rest.
I suppose my next question then is, how close are you? Because if you can make one that is sufficient to let her rest long enough to be taken to our temple, to be cleansed properly, that might be simpler than, the traditional beatdown that we normally have to go through. Can you subdue her hard-light form long enough?
I cannot. It is only by injecting her index am I able to sedate her that she does not flood the entirety of the region that she's in. Before I intervened, many drowned each time she would weep.
Poor thing.
Zeno pulls down his head.
Well, would you say that there is any way that you can assist? Knowing that we are planning to create a more permanent solution, you wouldn't have to strive so much with BTLs. If there is something that you think would simplify the solution, we would welcome it. Otherwise, we'll have to do it the way we normally do it. It is chaotic, it is violent, it is effective, but it is also a lot of work.
I know this, that if you're going to July to try and save her, I'm coming with you.
Well met, then. You wish to help. That is good to know.
I shall see my angel freed of her madness. If you propose that you can do so, then I will assist you in deactivating her hard light form. If this temple that you speak of is able to ensure that she could be cleansed, then I will do what is necessary to get her there. But if I find out that you are liars, or you do not make good on your promise, then I shall take revenge for her.
Well, mister, if we don't make good on our promise, it's because we died trying to do it, more often than not. We've actually had great success, and in fact have garnered the trust and, I suppose, partnership, kind of, with other guardians such as yourself. If you wanted to, once we purified July, you might even be welcome to stay at our temple and help us with the rest of the angels as we go about our work.
One thing at a time. First, let's see if you're capable of doing what you say you are.
I look forward to the opportunity to show you what we're made of.
When do you plan to leave?
Well, we need to go back to Oasis to resupply. But then, probably leave in just a few days.
Oasis is several weeks from here.
Yes, I think that if we are going to deal with July, we need to do it before we leave.
What?
He doesn't know that you can instantaneously travel.
Mulu has forgotten this as well.
You realize, Mulu, that July is not close by either. She's in a completely different town.
Fair.
Mr. Danger, that's one of the things that makes us so uniquely suited to going about this work. We have a way to get places faster than most, back and forth. We would need to go back to Oasis to resupply, but then I'd say in just 2 to 3 days' time, we should be more than ready to help you with Juliet. But we do like to go in well prepared, knowing all that we could know about the situation, so that we don't fail, so that we do succeed. Is there any advice you could give us, or any insider's knowledge, so that this challenge is easier to complete?
Of course I can. I'm going to be with you.
Perfect.
Much appreciated.
Give us a few days. We will return and contact you. I imagine we can find you in the same place.
I'll wrap up things here then.
Do you have a scrap of paper or something that I can write a note?
Do you have a convalescence kit?
Yes, I do.
He sends you his
Wait.
information.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Seno looks at his old notebook,
Gives you his at.
puts it back.
Mulu will doodle out a very bad cartoony stick figure drawing of the full group and send it back to Danger Close. You know, in case you forget what I look like, I am the poofy one over here with the long ears and the floof on the end of the tail. See? And he will wag it around. Yes. Not so easy to forget this time, yes.
He will nod.
I await your return then.
Good, perfect. Alright, everyone, circle up, let's go.
Oh,
This time.
wait. I got one more question, Mr. Danger, if you don't mind. Would it take a specific convalescence kit for your BTL to work on a horse?
What the fuck is a horse?
Like a big dog.
Animals require a different connection.
You could try this, and he will hand you an animal harness.
Ah, thank you. Much obliged. She'll put that in the pocket.
He will go back to counting his money, but you notice that there is a difference in his demeanor. He is smiling.
Nice.
Meanwhile, at the Astral Hoppy,
Oh no, the Delver ship.
I was like, wait, hold on.
Oh wait.
Astral
what?
Hoppy.
I mean, all right.
Yeah, okay.
You tell
How
me
did
I
we
don't
get
use
there?
my teleport every time?
All we need is a meanwhile transition. Hell yeah, let's go.
yeah, okay.
Amazing.
All right,
But how did we get there though?
you two.
Yo.
What do you guys do?
So we're gonna go over to the delving ship. We're gonna explore the stuff that we dredged, aka the 800-pound sealed potential cargo, the 200-pound sealed pod from the Feywild. We already know the 100 pounds of scrap, and then bringing up the human pods. Yes, thank you.
All right.
We'll start sorting through the big one first, or whatever is easier for you to go through.
Okay, let's do this one. Okay.
Delvin?
As Lagasp and Havaris go down into the water to go delving and searching. Okay. We do. Let's. All right, go ahead and make me a convalescence kit roll there, Books.
All right.
All right, as you begin to guide the dredger closer and closer to the, which one do you want to start with? The escape pod.
We'll start with the We'll do the Malposians last. We'll do the big 800-pound cargo.
Okay.
Escape pod. Yeah. You're right.
That was 800 pounds.
It's a big boy. It's a big one.
Oh, these are all the things you dredged up.
Yes, we've found ourselves quite busy. We'll need the water.
All right. So inside this, in this chamber, you can see all sorts of broken pieces of scrap metal, shattered pieces of iron, whatever was once inside of this thing, inside of this pod, they've been kind of ruined. You can make me an investigation check to sift through the debris.
We both roll?
You can both roll, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
okay.
both roll.
Investigation.
As you begin to search, you can see that there are large pieces of scrap metal, not capital S scraps. It's not like the nanites. It's just big pieces of iron. You can see shattered chassis. Whatever what was once in here did not survive the fall, it would seem. However, as you use the dredger, you eventually uncover something. There appears to be something in the debris that does not appear to be destroyed. Convalescence kit checks, please, in order to unravel the debris and recover the object.
All right.
Might just be you? I'm not that proficient.
Thinking about if I want to use my inspiration on that.
Could I assist?
Yeah, but could she assist me? We're not looking.
Are you proficient?
Gasp.
No.
Then no, you can.
I will use my
Okay.
inspiration. Okay.
Okay. This is gonna be so cool.
Ooh.
You see that there is something in the debris, and as you pull the different pieces of it off, you see this. Let's see here. I gotta get that. All right. As you pull back the pieces of iron, you can see a massive vehicle. An enormous truck with 6 wheels, large windows, appendages on the side, much like the dredger that you have. It is huge. It is a mobile base.
Ah! Amazing.
Oh shit!
Whoa, is that a... What would you call that, Avaris?
It's like the Delver and your harpy mixed together, yes?
Oh,
With
that-
wheels?
So a vessel for the land.
It is like a small hextremomere, yes.
Oh, how exciting! Oh, could we bring this to the bigger vessel? Back to Oasis.
Of course, yes. I believe we should bring this upon land and take a closer look. Yes, this is quite defiant.
Oh, this would help with travel time immensely. And he's actually looking excited. He's doing the little hop and claps as he's looking at it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I call first dibs. Shotgun. Is that what they call it?
Okay.
Oh, delightful.
I'll make note of this. Out of the 800 pounds, how much would you say the weight would be for this vehicle?
$500. And you
Yeah.
see this.
Oh my god. What the fuck? the big boy.
This is amazing.
Oh my
All right.
Whoa.
Yo, we got an industrial truck as our clown car.
Imagine this is my summon steed. Alright.
That is
Okay.
huge. Where would we fit
I
that?
am Optimus Prime.
The big boy.
Damn.
This is
Alright, we will
Bumble
prepare to bring the big boy up. Let's take I'm a little nervous to take a gander at the Feywild pod without Siri here. Or without someone I guess I'll look to Legasp.
Legasp.
Legasp. There is a pod here, I believe Melee and Sierra called it the Feywild. They said this come from there. It is quite strange. I am not used to such things. Do you believe this would be safe to open? Are you affinity with such things?
Well, hold on. I got more for you. Whilst you're kind of
yeah.
having this conversation with Luca, you will suddenly see that the dredger's systems begin to activate. Beep, beep, beep. It seems that the big boy is giving out a signal.
Ooh, what is that sound?
Beep.
It appears the two vessels are sending a signal to one another. I will receive it. He'll receive the signal.
They can talk to each other?
All right, you will hear a voice emanating outwards from the large truck. SOS! 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 And it just keeps repeating.
SOS.
Ooh. Save our souls.
Is that what that means?
I believe so.
That is actually what it means, yeah.
Oh my! It sounds like we may need to help them then.
Do
So
you
are we
believe there are...
under? Sorry, are we under the water?
Hello?
Are we above land?
You are under the water? Please help us.
Am I-
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You are under the water. The dredger is currently holding the big boy, and it is emanating a distress signal. You will see that words in Maltosian, Taladonic, start to flash across the screen to accept the SOS. Meaning to accept responsibility. Okay. As you accept the SOS, you will hear a... This is the BIGBOI. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
He spells it out in his head and then flattens his eyes. You are speaking to Havaris, Sir for Velden. What is your name?
This one's designation does not have an official name at this time, sir. I'm a BIG, BOY, at your full service capacity. I'd like to thank you, sir, for taking up my SOS, as I've been trapped down here in this here water for too long.
Do you need repairs? Are you ready to be transported to land?
Some repairs may be necessary, sir. My onboard lesser angelic intelligence has begun to reciprocate, cyclically reproduce itself, and now I have an unbound and unutilized intelligence.
He looks full of gas. Looks back. Okay, prepare to be brought into land.
10 for a good buddy. Preparing wheels. You'll see the wheels retract.
Cool.
That is not what I expected. Very well. We need to bring this vessel aboard. It might have information. Let us take this up.
I agree. I'm far more interested in what this could do.
As you start to turn the Delver around and start to swim up, as you leave the pod behind, you start to swim upward. You hear beep, 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 and you will hear the voice come over the comm screen. Request requisition of your name again, good buddy.
Havaris, Seraph of Velden.
Yeah, so...
And the gas.
Error, language not recognized.
Yeah, so, Havaris, is that your name, sir?
Yes. What is your problem?
Well, I just think that maybe you should know that my advanced sensors have detected a formidable intelligence is currently on the surface above us of this here water. I have detected that its intelligence is malignant, covered in tumors, cuckoo bananas.
Okay. Thank you.
My systems would like to inform you, sir, that perhaps we should recede on not approaching the surface at this time.
If you believe this is for the best, then we can put you back in the pods and take you up when it is safe, yes?
Safety is not my concern, sir. The concern is for your safety.
Look, so you putting it together?
No.
Books.
He's saying Hades is going to corrupt him once he actually gets to the surface. Just like all the other angels that we've been cleansing. Because the digital network on band is corrupt.
So what if he was turned off?
There you go.
Wait, you think that's what he's saying?
That's what I was reading.
I perceived it as dulled, potentially
beep,
still being big.
The beeps intensify. Sir, we are currently being scanned. Would you like me to deploy countermeasures?
Yes, please.
Roger that, activating camo. And he'll turn blue.
What is happening?
Don't you worry, little buddy, as you will feel the dredger get pulled in by the big boy in its big protective grasp as its camouflage takes over. And then you'll hear the voice say, commencing visual recognition. And then you will see the surface of the water, and above it, this creature standing atop the waves.
Oh,
was I right?
No way.
Adrian, I didn't get it right.
What?
Guys, come on. Of course it is.
you will see this. You will see an angel walk on the waves and start looking around.
He looks sick.
As if
He looks
trying.
so
Oh my
cool.
god.
As if trying to find something.
Let's go! You wanted the battle books.
Not that one.
Is that who I presume it to be?
Scanning for intelligence designation. This here intelligence referred to as Hadrian, the warrior's courage.
I'm sorry in that voice.
Thank you, big boy. Please
You are
route
most
us.
welcome, sir.
We will wait for Hadrian to pass, and we will. Oh,
That's a 10-4 entering bushwhack mode. And you will see that that it just contains its current position very still. I sense that stress levels have increased dramatically within your section. I will now play some soothing tunes in order to alleviate your current situation.
Legas, who was already calm, is just more calm.
What I had, but I lost it. He plays country music.
Are you sure Hadrian won't hear this while we're down here? Vibrations in the water?
That's a
sort of
negative,
thing?
good buddy. The vibrations are being kept inside. Besides, most of the malignant intelligences cannot detect country music.
I'm sorry, that's funny. Okay.
It's so
And he
good.
just sits back. It just watches Hadrian walk.
So
y'all
eventually,
are in the docks of Ulswitz, right?
they're in the ocean floor outside of it.
Yeah.
They're like a mile out.
Oh. Wait, so they go back out to sea to... I guess I'm a little confused. I thought we brought everything back with us to the docks.
Not everything. No.
Not.
No. Yeah, the dredger can't move the whole pods by itself. It can only go in and
Okay.
take stuff out.
I think you were thinking like a Mila, where it was like we have a certain weight capacity, but it's. I think he's saying like we can only carry one pod, because
At
there's
a
only space
time.
for one, regardless of weight.
There's only one set of grippers.
What I mean is so you remember when
ahead.
do you remember when I described the valley floor being filled with these enormous cylinders?
Mm-hmm.
You're taking stuff from inside the cylinders, not moving the cylinders themselves, which is where they are. Yeah, I mean it's fine. It doesn't really change.
I'm
Okay.
still totally lost.
No, that's fine.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, so as you're kind of watching, eventually,
No, it matters to me because if Hadrian's close to the city, that matters.
so they can't see him.
He's invisible to them.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mm. Scary.
interesting.
Doing us a fight.
I'm trying to lead up to something, and it's like, God. Okay, so first of all, let me go over this. So, all this cargo, you went to go open, yeah?
I thought it was attached to the anchor. That's how it was described. Like
If
there
you-
were little
if you-
rows
if-
under the anchor.
If you put it in the cargo, yeah. I was under the impression that you were going somewhere else to open them, because he went into one of the larger tubes to open this crate. Are you just opening it at the docks? Like, that's why I put you on the sea map.
I was confused the whole time why you guys were on the CPAP.
I was confused too, but I mean, like, this is fine, whatever.
Yeah. Whichever way it goes, honestly.
It honestly doesn't matter, because
It doesn't matter.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Guess what? The city sees it. An alarm goes off. Now everyone's aware. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. It's not like they're not going to tell you. Anyway, like I was saying, eventually, after a few moments, the creature will, because you're kind of viewing it on the screen of the big boy, the creature will begin to step away, And as it does so, it will kind of move sort of like a deer, where it hops on each foot, like it's always kind of leaping, and it will kind of leap further into the ocean, walking on its water.
Which direction was Hadrian coming from?
You have no idea. He went east, though.
Oh, he went east. Okay.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Big boy, I believe Hadrian has left our current vicinity, yes?
Scanning. That's 10-4 good, buddy. Resending camo.
Excellent work.
Oh, well, that is a bit concerning that they are invisible.
You don't know that.
Oh, we don't know that.
Big
Sorry.
boy, something to keep in mind. If you receive signals of sources you are unaware of, deny all signals, or at least ask first, please.
Roger that. Going lonely.
Very well. We'll continue to bring Big Boy up to the top.
All right, up to the top he goes.
Aesthetic question: does Big Boy, like his tires when they retract, is he like a floating device, or like he's kind of moves underwater like a submarine?
He did that so you could load him to the dredger.
Oh, okay. I will say that would have been interesting.
Because if he retracts everything, then he can be stored like a. The idea is he could be stored like one of those big sea crates. You know,
okay. I see.
That's why I chose the square rectangular design for him. Because technically he's supposed to be shot out over the land and grab the land and then take off.
I'm really pleased with the new positioning of where I've put my desk, because I can actually hear Essie's like personal commentary through the wall. She's really enjoying this very much. She's just on mute the whole time.
Very good.
I don't want to interrupt the scene. Yeah, I totally love Big Boy. I like his personality. I like his voice.
So
I like the way he talks. And it makes me happy that now that we have a mobile base, which is kind of like our spider house was, more mobile than the harpy.
Yeah.
That our new Novelos is just as adorable, and I'm just so happy.
Cloud car, finally!
Cloud
car achieved. Alrighty, there you go, guys. And we are at time, so we'll call it there.
Aw, man.
GG's, y'all.
Oh, good times.
Very good.
There's so much more. What to do?
Those are the biggest
So much
boys.
more.
Yeah, we got a lot done today.
Mhm.
Yeah, we did.
Damn.
Very good.
Man, so many things happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't sound too
No,
excited.
no, I'm not. I
He's in
am.
character.
I had fun.
Oh, that's
Trust.
true. That's true. It was in character.
I was in character. I was in character.
Character.
Yeah, GG's, y'all. That was fun.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's check if we got any fan art.
There's some in there. Some silly things.
Euro Truck Simulator. Okay.
the
Let's go show off some memesies.
cats.
Melee, will you ever decide to get a pet of ours? I have Mulu. What? This is totally what he was doing the whole time.
Every time.
Kicking rocks.
Blue is unavoidable.
This is what you guys are gonna do now.
We just kind of no clip to the floor and then make it to the harpy. No teleportation needed.
with the
a
gasp at the helm, just swerving and drifting.
Way to go, good buddy.
Extremir will never expect a truck coming his way.
Now I get to do the accent I'm most comfortable with.
Southern trucker.
Southern trucker.
Amazing.
Roger that, going camo.
It's so cute.
Man,
Pretty cool.
he's great.
Have
He is
Lavaris
great.
go, can you activate the protection? That's a good 10-4 good, buddy.
Going
I
south.
wish I could have insight Hadrian. Like, what was he doing there?
Yes. Just wait till you guys find out why he was there. Oh, man.
Ah!
No, I don't know that I want
I
to know.
can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't
We're
wait.
going to find that out next time, though. Thanks for
Hey.
watching,
Oh, boy.
everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.